Don't ban me, YouTube. I just want to play a quick clip of this, please. You know what I'm saying? That was Jedi Mind Tricks. Heavy Metal Kings, man. Love that song, bro. Listen, man, I miss hip hop. Miss hip hop so much. Hello, everybody. It's me again, Russell Mills, October 4th, Monday. I say hello. Hope everybody's blessed. One family that's not blessed is Gabby Petito's family. Just want to read a little bit about her. Everybody's been hearing about this case for weeks. That Brian Laundrie guy hasn't been found yet, allegedly. So Gabby Verona, maybe I'm saying her middle name wrong, Venonera Petito. She was born March 19th, 1999, and they said she passed away around August 30th. Allegedly, they weren't sure. 2021, she was an American woman who disappeared between August 27th and the 30th of 2021 when she was on a van life trip across the United States with her fiance, Brian Christopher Laundrie. Since the case gained notoriety when Laundrie returned from Wyoming to Florida alone on September 1st in the 2012 Ford Transit Connect van and refused to talk about Petito's whereabouts. Since her remains were found in Bridget Teton National Forest in Wyoming on September 19th, 2021, where primarily results from autopsy determined her death was homicide. Since the couple's whereabouts became the focus of public attention due to the amount of audio and video documenting and logistic information about their journeys, including their own travel log posts, police body camera video footage of a domestic dispute between the couple, 911 emergency dispatch call recording, and eyewitness accounts made on social media platforms. After Laundrie was designed as a person of interest in the case, his parents said he went hiking in a nearby forest reserve on September 14th and has not been seen since. This is on September 22nd, 2021. The Federal Bureau of Investigations, FBI, issued a warrant for Laundrie's arrest on charges of debit card fraud after he made withdrawal using someone else's card, which was Gabby's when she was alive. This is background. Gabrielle Petito, she's from Blue Point, New York. Met her fiance, Brian Christopher Laundrie, while they were attending Bayport Blue Point High School on Long Island in Suffolk County, New York. This is in 2013. She and her stepbrothers appeared in a music video to raise awareness about gun violence. Petito graduated from high school in 2017. They began dating in March of 2019, moved in together with Laundrie's parents in Northport, Florida, and Sarasota County that year. To save money for the trip, Petito, the eldest of 6 siblings and a half-siblings, worked in Florida as a pharmacy technician. Since Petito and Laundrie got engaged in July of 2020, on June 17, 2021, they were both in Blue Point for Petito's brother's graduation ceremony. On July 2nd, 2021, they departed from Blue Point in the 2012 Ford Transit Connect van, converted to a camper for a 4-month cross-country van dwelling trip. This is the couple documented their trips on Petito's YouTube account as well as their Instagram accounts. And this says on August 12, 2021, a witness called 911 emergency line claiming that the couple was fighting in the town of Moab, Utah, in front of a Moonflower Community Cooperation. The witness told the dispatcher they've seen a man slap a woman, and after the two ran up and down the sidewalk, the man hit the woman again and then drove off. They would later be identified as Laundrie and Petito. It says later, a separate witness described other parts of the Moonflower incident in a statement to the police that said Petito and Laundrie were talking aggressively and that Petito was punching him in the arm. The witness said it looked like Laundrie was trying to leave Petito and take her phone with him before Petito eventually climbed into the driver's seat, moved over the passenger seat, and asked, "Why do you have to be so mean?" And then they drove off. It says when police responded, they forced traffic stop of the van near the entrance of Archer National Park, and they found Petito crying heavily in the passenger seat when they told officers she was struggling with personal issues. So the responding officer wrote in this report that at no point in my investigation did Gabrielle stop crying, breathing heavily, or compose sentence without needing to wipe away tears, wipe her nose, or rub her knees with their hands. Says Petito told the officers that he had been arguing over excessive cleaning of the van, telling the officer that some days I had really bad obsessive compulsive disorder, OCD, and it just was cleaning and straightening up, and I was apologizing to them and saying I'm so mean because sometimes I have OCD and get frustrated. Petito's father said that she did not have OCD and that she was using it as a slang term. Says body cameras. See, this is where I'm going to say this to you. This is where those police, and I believe we're in Utah, fucked up. Because most men, they would have been arrested instantly. Because again, like I tell the men, like I've told guys, at my job where I work at in the gas station, I've told other guys, and I've said this on YouTube channel, the police are not for the man. They're for the children and they're for the women only. Okay. See, they fucked up because if this was a black man, that dude would have been done. He would have been hauled off to jail. That woman would have been somewhere in a hotel, whatever. They ended up driving him to a hotel, which was crazy. You know what I mean? So just got a text. Sucks. Work. But they fucked up because if that was a black man, I'm telling you this, he would have been hauled off, would have been arrested. That girl would have been, whether it was a white girl, black, or whatever. Case was, those police in Utah fucked up by not arresting him. The bottom line is this: they fucked up. Gabby still would have been alive right now if those police didn't fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Because what does it say? It says body cam footage from the separate officers released on September 30th. Petito first downplayed the physical altercation, but after the officer points out marks on her arm and face and tells her to just be honest, she tells him Laundrie kept telling me to shut up and grabbed my face, showing the officer a cut that she had from it and saying that it was burnt. Petito told the officer that she hit him first and asked the officers not to separate them. Laundrie told the officer that Petito gets really worked up and that he was just trying to push her away. So Laundrie said that they had been arguing and emotional tension had been building due to traveling together for 4 to 5 weeks. Both agreed that Petito had struck Laundrie. Says both agreed that Petito had struck Laundrie since she was concerned that he was leaving her alone and stranded after he got in the van. In the report, the officers wrote that the male tried to create distance by telling Gabby to take a walk to calm down. She did not want to separate from the male and began slapping him. She grabbed her face, and he grabbed her face and pushed her back as she pressed upon a van, which is a lie. And I'm sure that's a fucking lie. So says neither Petito nor Laundrie wanted to press charges as a result of the incident. The police arranged for Laundrie to spend the night at the Bowen Motel in Moab, and Petito to stay in the van separate. The two characterized the incident as mental/emotional health break, rather than domestic violence. Says police body cams recorded the interaction between officers Laundrie and Petito. Footage released to the public on September 16th. The Moab City Police Department announced on September 23rd it would investigate if the officers handled the case in accordance with police department policies. Again, to me they fucked up. Okay, they fucked up by having this whole situation. And this is on August 24th of 2021, according to staff. Petito stayed at the Fairfield Inn and Suits Hotel near Salt Lake City International Airport. Since Petito's mother said that her daughter had told her they were traveling from Salt Lake City to Yellowstone National Park and had just received a FaceTime call from her around August 24th, 2001. And said in Grand Teton National Park in northern Wyoming. It says on August 25th, the final post was made from Petito's Instagram account. Photos in front of the butterfly mirror outside the restaurant in Ogden, Utah. It says text message also continued to be sent from Petito's phone to her mother until August 30th. On August 27th, the text was sent to her mother and said, "Can you help Stan? I just kept getting his voicemail and missed calls." The text raised concern for Petito's mother, who said Stan was her grandfather, and Petito never referred to him by the first name. So the last message sent on August 3rd said, "No service, Yosemite." Her mother expressed uncertainty about those sent texts. This is sent messages. As investigators believe she disappeared sometime between August 27th and August 30th. There's a number of witnesses came forward to describe the encounter with the couple of their van via post social media, most notable on TikTok and YouTube. It says a number of them reported that they contacted enforcement authorities with their observations. It says a witness claimed that on August 27th, between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m., she saw Laundrie Petito together at Mary Piglet's, a Tex-Mex restaurant in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. This is per the witness. Laurie had an argument with the manager, waitress, and hostess apparently about money, and she was aggravated. So the witness said she later saw Petito return to the restaurant crying and apologize for Laundrie's behavior. Restaurant staff confirmed by Instagram that Laundrie and Petito were indeed in the restaurant. So, and another thing too, we know I'm assuming that Brian's parents are helping him, for now, wherever he's at. You know what I'm saying? Because it's funny how they can't find this guy supposedly. You know what I'm saying? So, since Petito reported missing, the disappearance of Laundrie, says on September 11th, Petito's mother filed a missing persons report in relation to Petito after not hearing from her since late August. On September 14th, the police seized the van from Laundrie's family home to search for additional evidence. Crime scene technicians found an external hard drive that was later examined as part of the search warrant. It says on September 15th, Laundrie was named person of interest. Laundrie's parents refused to speak to police or Petito's family and hired a lawyer who advised them to remain silent. 2 days later, on September 17th, Laundrie was reported by his parents by a missing person after they allegedly did not hear from him since September 14th. I wonder why. Based on the information from the Laundrie's family of his possible whereabouts, the FBI police searched for Laundrie in the 25,000-acre, 100 kilometers Carlton Reserve at Syracuse County Park, approximately 13 miles, 21 kilometers northwest from Northport. It says on September 17th, the Grand County Sheriff stated that a recent double homicide that also took place in Mob was determined to have been unrelated to Petito's disappearance. So again, like I said, I think this whole thing is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't understand it. I'm gonna try to see if I could play something real quick. But it's just like this is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And don't worry, when they catch this bastard, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna get, this son of a bitch is gonna pay. What's this? Let me see. So, give you guys a quick.
Maybe we could have found a more productive way to get.
Let's see. So.
Reported missing and later found to be the victim of homicide in Wyoming. She and fiancé Brian Laundrie were pulled over near Moab, Utah on August 12th, 2021.
Subject says to hit the curb.
A 911 call was placed earlier in the day, in which the caller says they saw an altercation between a couple outside the Moonflower Community Cooperative, a natural food store.
What were they doing? We drove by and the gentleman was slapping the girl. He was slapping her? Yes, and then we stopped.
Petito and Laundrie were pulled over about 5 miles away soon after. It's unclear if police were aware of the call or its contents at the time they pulled the van over.
Petito and Laundrie had been documenting their cross-country trip since early August.
In the days and weeks after police body camera footage of the couple was released, national interest in Petito's case skyrocketed. Internet sleuths have combed through her Instagram for clues about her relationship with Laundrie. On TikTok, the hashtag Gabby Petito has been viewed over 1 billion times. We spoke to clinical and forensic psychologist Dr. Veronique Valliere about the couple's behavior seen in police body camera footage.
The 911 call describes some very alarming things. The fact that somebody was seen in public being slapped. We know domestic violence is particularly a private crime, and when it becomes public, that suggests a level of severity and escalation that's highly concerning.
When one of the officers at the scene first speaks to Petito alone, she tried to explain why she and Laundrie were arguing.
Some days I have really bad OCD, and I was just cleaning and straightening up back the van before, and I was apologizing to him and saying, I'm sorry that I'm so mean, because sometimes I have OCD and sometimes I just get really frustrated.
When Gabby is describing her situation, she uses easily used mental health words like OCD and anxiety. That in no way, shape, or form, especially with younger people, means that that's a real thing, that that's a real mental health crisis. But she is describing an emotional state of extreme stress and distress.
Down there, I don't know, we've just been fighting all morning, and he wouldn't let me in the car before. And then
Why wouldn't he let you in the car? Because
he told me I needed to calm down. Yeah.
The other thing she reveals immediately is that she's completely dependent on this situation because she quit her job to go across the country. So she had nobody there, no resources but him. And that dependency and vulnerability needs to be taken into account.
None that I know of.
Brian was also interviewed by police at length, describing the altercation outside the natural food store before they were pulled over.
When he's interviewed, there's a very different take. He physically demonstrates putting his hands on her repeatedly through that body cam, pushing with both hands, pushing with one hand, holding himself away. And in the context of she's crazy, that's easily accepted as self-defense or restraining movements.
What was the disagreement about? It was, I wouldn't even call it disagreement. It was just that I'm dirty and I can't change being dirty. Like I got dirty feet, I got sand on my flip-flops and stuff like that.
What amped her up? What stressed her out? And he says, my feet were dirty. I got sand in the van. All of things that look very innocuous that an overreacting person flipped out about. The other thing that strikes me immediately about this situation is most of the body cam is interviewing him. They look at him for injuries. They decided very quickly that he was the victim. Brian indicates himself that it never got physical until I locked her out.
We weren't physical before the point where I said, all right, let's just take a breather and like walk away for a minute. I'll lock the van up and I'll go for a walk this way and you can go walk that way on the block. And I was holding on to the keys because I didn't want to go anywhere. And my big fear is, I don't have my phone. I don't have a phone. So she goes off without me. I'm on my own. So I was saying, let's just go for a walk. And she was trying to get the keys for me. So I was just going straight back up. And that's when she hit me. I don't want to push you, but I didn't get overtly physical. I was just trying to keep her away and not get hit.
Clearly, that was a panic situation for her. She may have feared being abandoned. She may have been left before. She may have other issues where he knows this theme of locking the van and walking away and leaving her alone. That's a very commonly used control tactic to force the victim to be aware of their dependence and their fear.
According to a police report obtained by the Washington Post, another 911 caller said Petito tried to climb in through the driver's side window after apparently being locked out.
At the very end of the video, she is nervous and says, "I'm not used to driving this car."
I just don't usually drive the van, so I just want to make sure it's not like far.
Now, to me, that should have been a red flag too, because earlier he says he has to maintain control of the keys and lock her out of the van so that she won't drive away without him. Those are two vastly contrasting presentations of what is likely to happen if she doesn't even want to drive to town.
Petito's body was found on September 19th, and her death ruled a homicide. A federal arrest warrant was issued for Laundrie after a Wyoming grand jury indicted him for the use of a debit card and PIN number that weren't his after Petito died. Federal investigators are searching for him in a wilderness area near Northport, Florida.
We have to draw some really hard lines where certain things aren't okay. Like it's never okay to hit somebody in the face. And it's not okay to lock somebody out of their home or make them panic. Once this kind of behavior becomes public, it's escalated behavior. It's what we see in public. You can only magnify what must happen in private.
So one thing that young lady, the woman kept speaking about, and this is what people got to understand. She kept saying the word behavior. Brian's behavior. See, that's the problem today. Behavior. Behavior and actions, everybody. Remember this. Whatever we do is behavior and actions. So those cops, their behavior was terrible. Or park rangers, whoever the hell they were, out in Utah, they were. It was horrible. It was disgusting because they should have arrested this guy quickly and put her in a hotel somewhere with some type of protection. But they didn't do that. Okay? She was an emotional person. She was dependent on this guy that was a fucking abusive asshole. Okay? And you know what I'm saying? So that's the one thing. She was dependent, and you heard her say, I'm not used to driving a van. So that means she relinquishes she relinquished all her control to him. So this is why I say, listen to me, no relationship's perfect. I've been an abuser in a relationship before. I'm not going to sit back and say I haven't been, because I have. See, I can be man enough to admit to my wrongs and say, I fucked up. I shouldn't have done that, and, I paid the price for it, lost people in my life for it. It's not worth it. See, I can admit that my flaws, you know what I'm saying, because of my behavior was not right. See, I can be a man and say my behavior was not right. This behavior right here from the officers was not right. And the behavior is that they should have got them separate from each other as quickly as possible, because they didn't want to file any charges against each other, which should have been a red flag right there. Again, you know what I'm saying? She was an emotional person. Yes, she cares about this man. That's fine. But, this guy apparently had a plan to do her in, and he did. And now he's allegedly missing. They haven't found him in like over, he's been around for almost 3 weeks now. So again, I'm telling everybody, behavior, decisions, got to be better. Communication is the key to being successful in any relationship. Do I have my ups and downs with people in this life? Absolutely. Do I have ups and downs with family members? Absolutely. But here's the thing. My communication has to be better. This communication was horrible. Okay, no matter how much they tried to, it's like there was so many red flags there. Her climbing into the car to try to get into the car. That's a red flag right there. Them having marks, her having marks on her body. That's another red flag. You know what I'm saying? Him having marks on his face. That's a red flag. Her saying that she slapped him first or whatever the case, or hit him in the arm or whatever the case is. Doesn't matter. Grabbing the steering wheel. Listen to me. I'm not saying it's her fault, because it's not. Because clearly she's dead. And she's never coming back. And she was a young lady, only 22. And you heard the woman say, I was speaking over here, that she was relying on him. Because she quit her job. So she was relying on Brian to be the savior, which was also, a no-no. You rely on God and God only, and you know what I'm saying? That's the power of strength, you know what I'm saying, that you get from God. So there was just too many red flags in this whole situation. And, you pray for the families of Gabby Petito's, you know what I'm saying? And don't worry, this bastard will get caught. You know what I'm saying? He will get caught. And once he gets caught, I guarantee you, everybody, he's gonna go down faster than you know it. So, like I tell everybody, I'm not gonna be on here too long. I'm gonna get off in a few, but I'm just telling everybody all the time, like, you better be thinking about your decisions and behaviors, okay, and making sure that you make the right decisions, who you lay with in the bed, because we already know, we all make mistakes. We all say the wrong things. We all do the wrong things. Nobody in this life is you know what I'm saying, is always going to say the right thing. But I'm just going to say, pray for the family. Sorry, this is a long video. Pray for the family. Feel free to check out my YouTube channel. Type in my name. It's Russell Mills, RussellMills, May 22nd, 2017. My first video was called Why Black People Settle for Less. I want please subscribe, whatever. Check it out. I don't know how this platform works is good, but try to, I want my videos to grow. I feel like I have a message just like everybody else, you know what I'm saying? But everybody take care. God bless. Peace.